Hello, it's Monday, December the 1st in our devotional. The word for you today, we got the new devotionals in. If you don't have your new one, come and get it or let us know and we'll get one to you. First devotional is keep your priorities straight. Psalm chapter 90, verse 12 says, "Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Priorities are important. What we choose to be of utmost importance, what we give the highest priority, is what we're going to spend the majority of our time and effort on. This psalm is attributed to Moses, and it teaches a few things. One thing it teaches us is that we have to learn. Somebody has to teach us to number our days aright. We can be taught. It tells us one thing, it's something we can learn. We can be taught. We can learn what it is that he's about to tell us. And it also tells us we must be taught. If we're going to gain a heart of wisdom, we must understand this. It doesn't come automatically. So the first thing is to, Lord, teach us. The second thing is to number our days aright. Well, what does that mean? It means to realize how fleeting life is, how quickly our days go. Somebody once said that days drag by, but the months fly by. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. We need to realize how brief life is and how important it is. We can enjoy it, and we should enjoy it, but it also is very brief. And then teach us to number our days aright. Why? So that we may gain a heart of wisdom. When we're younger, we tend to not want to care about that. We got our whole life ahead of us. Plus, we're pretty indestructible. We fall, guess what? We get back up. As we get older, we realize, for some of us, we've lived more of our days than we have left. And then when we fall, we don't get right back up. It's a painful process. Sometimes as a young person, we feel indestructible. We take foolish chances. We do things that are not wise. We put more emphasis on things we like than maybe making wise decisions. Like the student who decides to watch movies, play video games, instead of studying for their test. And then test time comes and they don't do well. We've all been guilty of that. We make decisions on earth here based on our priorities. If we let the things of this world become more important to us than the things of God, then we make foolish decisions. And that's what Moses is trying to teach. Teach us to number our days aright. Help us to understand that life is fleeting, that we may gain a heart of wisdom, that we may realize what is truly important and what to spend our time on. So I think each of us need to ask ourselves, what changes do we need to make to number our days right, that we might have that heart of wisdom? There was a young man named Matthew Emmons. He was an elite athlete. He was a 4-year member of the University of Alaska rifle team. In the 2004 Olympic Games, with one bullet left to shoot, all Matthew had to do, he just needed a score of 7.2 to win the gold medal. Easy. It's like it's almost done. All he has to do is show up, basically, because he's so good. He took careful aim, fired, and successfully hit the bullseye. So he won the gold medal, right? No. He somehow got mixed up, and he shot a bullseye, but it was in the target next to him. Not necessarily an easy mistake to make, but he did it. When they asked him later how that happened, he said that he was focused so much on his breathing that he wasn't paying attention where he was aiming. And sometimes that's what we do in life. We pay so much attention to other things that we're doing that we don't pay attention to the direction that we're going. Sometimes we pay so much attention to the things of this world that we don't concentrate on the things that are most important, things of God. That doesn't mean we have to sit around about their heads bowed praying all the time. Doesn't mean that at all. What it does mean, though, is that be sure that we're focused. Our priorities are on our relationship with God first. Because when our relationship with God is first, you know what? Then our relationship with everybody else is better. So, you and me both need to ask ourselves, how's our aim? Are we aiming at the right thing? What are our priorities? God first. If you're married, your spouse second, your kids third, family fourth, and everybody else comes after that. When we get those priorities mixed up, that's when we get into problems. So, I don't know about you, but I've had to re-examine my priorities. The priorities that I have, does my life match them? How about you? Have a good day.